You are now listening to KMRO FM, aka Kamarocho Radio. It's a Yakuza podcast hosted by myself, Argyle, and with me as always is Jordan.
Huh? I'm on this one?
Nani?
Huh? Nani?
Oh,
I thought I was... Alright,
I thought this was slappers
I am
only.
on this one.
How did
I thought
get
this was
here?
Kyle XY.
Oh,
Kyle
fuck.
X Hi! You're listening
Whoa.
to... Wait, I don't even intro that one. That my brother does that. Hey, this is the Yakuza one. Oh, I love this one.
Oh, I like doing this one. This isn't the one
We're
where
not
I talk
talking
about
about
a
the- we're
show
talking
that's
about-
bad.
Yeah, we're talking about something that isn't Yakuza 2007 movie directed by Takashi Miike, who I believe for the entirety of that episode I was calling him Takeshi Miike, and I realized it after, and I was like getting really mad at myself that I was calling him that. It was like every single time.
Yeah, well, you know,
They're similar names. Sometimes you call someone. Sometimes
I'm sorry,
you call
listeners.
someone.
Yeah, this is how we
yeah.
announce that Jordan's canceled. He'll no longer
I'm
be a host of the
canceled.
show.
Sometimes you call someone Barbara when their name is actually Brabra, and it's just like fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, his name
But
was
we're actually back to
Robert
talk
Miike.
about. Yeah. So we're back talking about real Yakuza and not talking about two teens robbing the Popo. Which, by the way, if you haven't listened to that episode,
Please
go
give it a
and,
listen. It's really
give it
good.
a listen. It was fun. Or listen to it in the video game, the movie, the podcast feed.
You
Give
should
them some
also just
love.
listen to that show in general. It's
Listen
good.
to that show. But we're back to talk about real Yakuza. Unless you ask the Yakuza fans, who would probably tell you that this isn't the real Yakuza. This is the worst game in the series. Absolutely terrible. Terrible characters. And Kiryu he's got these fucking kids. What's that about? Who gives a shit about these damn kids?
He's not doing crime.
He's not doing crimes like he does in Yakuza 1 and 2. He's always doing those crimes. He's taking care of these little snot-nosed
These
brats.
little fucking kids.
What is he
Jesus.
like this? He's
know,
not even a badass in this one.
I feel like I shouldn't even need to say this. My homepage is reddit.com/r/child.
You fucking know. And I thought you were... See, I follow two subreddits. I follow r/childfree and I follow r/Yakuza. And also I don't know. I'm
No
a
fab.
cool gamer, and yeah, pretty much. And I love three things. I like when Kiryu does crime, which he always does that, and he's a badass. And he's never done anything funny or wholesome. That's the thing, number one. Number two is I fucking hate kids. All kids. I hate kids. I hate the idea of a character being vulnerable.
Vile crotch
I
spawn.
hate the idea. I hate the idea of a character loving someone, like taking care of someone. I hate that shit.
Caring
Which is
for
funny
someone,
because it's
you know,
not like
having-
Kiryu ever cared for a child in any of the other Yakuza games.
Yeah.
And I also just hate women, and there's not any women in this game, but I just had to get that out there independently. I hope no one clips any of these things out of context of us being sarcastic, because I feel like the way I said I hate women was like too genuine. Like I feel like you could
too
clip
good of
that
an
and
actor. You need
yeah,
to take...
I'm too good. I was acting too hard, and I method acted like some of the great all times like Johnny Depp. And I just was sitting there,
like Daniel Day-Lewis. I've been sitting
like
on
Daniel
Reddit
Day-Lewis,
for
I've been sitting on Reddit
the last 6 months,
just filling my mind with hatred, nonstop. And now I am a bad person. So let's talk about the worst game ever made.
Calling me the Jared Leto of podcasting.
Jared Leto is going on r/ like Gamergate or whatever for just regardless of his movie. He's like the Joker would go on Gamergate. So let's talk about Yakuza 3 Chapter 10. This one's long, so we cut it in half, as we are wont to do in our busy lifestyles.
We
just
love
don't have the time.
We love to savor this time with our dear children, because you know what, we're not going to get a lot of it in the rest of the series.
It's kind of the sad thing about it, isn't it? But this is a nice chapter.
It's good while it lasts.
It is good while it lasts, and this is probably has my favorite moment of the Kiryu being a dad storyline. But before we get into that, first of all, chapter 10, unfinished business. Argyle, have you been playing any video games? Well, you got to do our obligatory unnamed talk about other games segment. Y'all are smart on
Pot of
Greed because you quarantine it off into the middle and you come up with a name and you got like a theme song for it.
Yeah,
we don't do that.
We put a Tim Fallon song in there. Ooh, it's good.
But
I didn't know this was a segment that we have. It is.
I mean, we have.
I feel like we have like a
often.
check-in, where we just talk about what's going on.
Grinding away at Final Fantasy 14 still. I'm up to level 42.
Yeah, little Caprese is officially a black mage.
He's graduated Black Mage School. Fought Titan. I'm having a lot of fun, and it's really funny because I'll play this game, and Final Fantasy 14 is a great like podcast game.
Mm-hmm.
I just need something to do with my hands and my brain while I'm listening to something. So I'll just absentmindedly do MSQ, like do the main story, and just play and have some fun. And then every time I tell people, oh hey, I'm up to level 40, and they're like, oh wow, you're getting through a Realm Reborn. You're gonna be onto the part of the game that's actually good. And I'm like, huh?
I'm having fun right now. What the
hell?
I'm
having fun right now. What's gonna happen when I get to the next part?
You're just gonna cum your pants.
I guess so. Wow, that was a lot more extreme than I was expecting.
Sorry.
It's okay. I've heard you've been playing Legends Arceus.
Yeah, I told you
How's
before
that?
the recording because I didn't know we were going to talk about this on the show, or I would have saved it for now.
That's okay. I actually wrote down every word of the conversation we have, so we can read this.
You can just recite it. I'll just
open
go to the bathroom.
Okay,
while you do this.
open your notes and have a pre-recorded, pre-written conversation about Legends Arceus. Okay, so now everything we say after this point, I've written down, listeners. Argyle, how have you been liking Legends Arceus?
It's pretty good. I think it's the best Pokemon game in a long time.
Yeah, I have been watching my partner
the thing
play
about
it.
Pokemon is that
sorry, I'm stepping over your lines.
They keep making good guys. They make the guys good, but then they don't make the games good. They're not.
They make the guys good, but the game's bad. And
the game's bad.
That was exactly how I felt about Sword and Shield, because I was like, fuck, these guys are so good. Like, fucking look at the what's it, the I can't think of the name. Well, Applin and Appletun, and also
Appletun,
Applin, and also Sirfetch'd was good.
Sirfetch'd
and Mr. Rhyme was good.
Mr. Rhyme, that dude's schmoovin'. Look at him.
Like all of those fucking really good guys, and then I was so excited. Wooloo, come
Wooloo,
on,
Double.
folks.
Come on.
These Pokemon are so good, and these trainers in the game.
A real gaggle of lovable guys to put in your team.
Oh, but the game though. Oh no. Oh,
it's a game made for babies, but
I know it's a game made for babies. That's the problem.
But the difficulty's not my issue. It's just
I know, but it's just like kind of boring.
Yeah.
But I do like when people, because I played some of those older Pokemon games that are fucking hard, and I do love when people are like, well, actually, a good Pokemon game, a baby can beat it, but it's like, you will have to, like, when I was 4 years old, I played Pokemon Blue.
I went to the Battle Frontier, and I got, I got
like,
all
I do
the,
think there's
the
a
top
reason
level. I got my IVs
there's a reason
perfect. I got all the shinies.
I do think there's a reason that, like, Gen 1ers are the way they are, is because they're, like,
those games
from trauma.
Those games
because
were bad.
it's like, imagine giving like a really hard shitty game. Like, imagine if you made someone like a 3-year-old sit down and play Dark Souls 1, which is a really hard shitty game that's terrible.
Well, but also the game just doesn't work. Like, it's just
the
bad.
game's broken. Oh yeah, like Dark Souls 1 is also pretty broken, Argyle. But like,
I don't know. I've played it a few times.
If you grew up with, I don't know, like a good Pokemon game, that's kind of like if you gave a child like Dark Souls 3. Or one of the good ones.
Yeah, it's like I'm my first Pokemon games were Sapphire.
I'm only
Ruby.
saying this because I know there are people who are getting really mad at me right now.
And my first game was Pokemon Sapphire, my first Pokemon game, and that's the best generation because that's the one I played, and I'm not wrong.
That's the funny thing. I've only beaten a single Pokemon game in my entire life. It was Pokemon Ultra Sun, and it's really funny because I liked that game a lot when I played it, and I think it was just a right place, right time thing. And every time I ever hear people talking about it, they're like, oh, USUM are fucking terrible. And I'm like, they're the same as all the other ones. What's the problem?
Well, the problem is that it's the same as the one that you had bought before if you had bought
But I
Sun
didn't buy
or
that
Moon.
one.
I know,
Yeah,
that's why it's good for you.
Oh, okay. But I heard people don't like Sun and Moon. But I don't know why. Because
well, I mean, a lot of the complaints that I've heard
games.
from, educated Pokemon players who actually fully play through the games and don't lose interest after like the second gym, the Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is just almost exactly the same game as Sun and Moon. So you're just getting pretty much the same thing.
It's just really funny when you hear people complain about Pokemon games because they all have the same problem, and it's that they're boring. But no, it's okay. I understand people like Pokemon. I played a lot of Black and White, or I played a lot of Pokemon Black not that long ago, and I actually had a lot of fun. I did just kind of run up against a wall that I didn't feel like grinding my way over. But yeah, they're fine. They're fine. I think I'll definitely give Arceus a try because I love it's like you said. I love the guys. I love the Pokemon.
There's some good guys in this one.
I still like to play the game, but I think having that kind of like ATB with the dodge roll and having the it looks cool.
Yeah, it is. The turn system is very pseudo ATB ish. It is a strange one.
My partner compared it to, and I have played this game, but I haven't played Legends of like Pokemon Ni no Kuni, like the original. Might be a good.
I tried playing Ni no Kuni once, and I bounced off of it.
Ni no Kuni is a fucking strange game in terms of how the combat works, and then in Ni no Kuni 2, which is really good. They just fully went action RPG, which was a good choice, I think.
Yeah, the new Pokemon game. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Allegedly. Haven't played it. Let's talk about this game that sucks.
This game worse.
This is someone's first episode, probably. Like, someone probably went to the top of the feed and was like, well, I'll just see where they're at right now. And then they turned this in.
I've played all of Yakuza 3. I can just listen anywhere.
And then they turned it in, and it's like, I hate women. And then we're like, this game fucking sucks. And
then we're talking about Pokemon for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're talking about Pokemon for 20 minutes, and they're just like, nope, no thanks. I think I'm good.
My Pokemon opinion is righter than yours because I play competitive casually, which you don't.
I mean, I would trust a Pokemon opinion of a competitive Pokemon player over mine because that person spends a lot of time with Pokemon, and I spend approximately 1 to 3 hours every 2 years with Pokemon. So
I would trust several hours each week panicking, thinking about how my opponent is going to kick my ass this week.
But that's okay because you're the Yoshihashi of
I've got a 5-5 record right now. You know, like
that's actually pretty wild. That's not bad.
You know, hey.
And I sit around every week thinking of how fun it would be if I came up with a fun team for Pokemon, but then I realize that I have to actually
fun with it, but also you seem to have an extremely busy life, so I don't know if...
Yeah, that's my problem, isn't it? Let's talk about Yakuza 3 Chapter 10, the first part. We begin the chapter with a touching... It is a kind of touching flashback of little... Yoshitaka Mine, little boy Mine, and he had an uncle, and his uncle was like, my boy Mine, when you grow up... I thought it was his uncle.
I thought it was just his dad.
No, I think it was his uncle.
I didn't get any sense that it was his uncle.
Yeah, it is his uncle, because it says... Well, he says it's his uncle in the subtitles.
He does.
Is my hint. Yeah. That's my hint. Is that he says uncle when his uncle dies. Spoiler alert, his uncle dies.
I think he says father in the... Hold on a second.
Interesting. Let me turn the let's see if I can...
He lived in an orphanage. This is... No, that was his father. On his deathbed, his father advised him to make something of his high intelligence.
Wait, but why does it say uncle in the subtitles? Hold on. I need to listen.
That's his adoptive. That's his adoptive father. So this is like all the kids in Sunflower calling Kiryu.
Is he called him Oji-san?
Yeah.
Oh, he's saying Oji-san. Okay. See, that's a subtitle thing. So his Oji-san is like, Mine, my boy, I love you so much. When you grow up, you should definitely buy lots of stock and become a Yakuza.
In about 20 years, they're going to invent something called cryptocurrency.
No!
You need to get in on the ground floor.
Get in on the ground floor.
The moon, Mine.
Get that Lambo, my boy.
Just hold all that crypto.
Oh, God, I hate this. Yeah, we learned, like, Mine grew up as an orphan. He is very poor. He had an uncle, an Oji-san, an old man that loved him, and took care of him and said that he was smart and study hard and get good grades. And please don't join the Yakuza. Don't join the Yakuza. I'm going to die now. I'm going to die now. Don't join the Yakuza, Mine. Mine's like, God damn it. I forgot he told me not to do that.
Damn it.
Please, my boy, don't kill anyone or cut their head off.
Yeah, don't cut their heads off, even if they smash your priceless 5 million
even if they
art
break
collection.
Okay, Oji-san, I won't do
promise.
that. Cut to Mine as an adult. He turns the picture face down so he doesn't
Don't make
have
too
to
much of
look
a
at it.
mess in my office, boys.
Yeah. Mine's looking at this picture, reminiscing about. Oh, he does actually flip the picture down because he's embarrassed by what he's become, because he's actually a villain with a conscience. Mine's like secretary comes in, I think, and he's headed to Okinawa probably to do a boss fight.
Mm-hmm.
He's like very, very good. And then there's like this weird like melodrama between Mine and this unnamed woman who maybe
This
she has
is
a
so
name.
weird. This never
Where
gets
she's
resolved.
like, yeah, she's like, Mine. He's like, Mine,
I'll be so worried about you. Please be careful.
shut the fuck up. I'm in love with Daigo Dojima.
Yeah, no. Can't you tell this man's a homosexual? Come on.
We then get time number 2 that Kiryu made the news.
Yes! I forgot about
For the
this
second time in his life, they're watching it on the TV, and it's like...
Just like a helicopter. They
local
again have
man
a
does
helicopter
terrorism
shot
at
of the
National
diet building.
Building, and you see just like a pile of bodies. Incredible.
Where was this helicopter? We never hear about this helicopter when it's the scene.
I think it was the because in Funeral of Fists we see Kiryu actually kicking people's asses on TV.
Mm-hmm.
I think they were showing the aftermath, like the truck. Wait, no, because the truck is in the shot, and Kiryu drove off
truck
with...
drift
Fuck,
in.
you're right. Holy shit, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, what happened?
Helicopters
Anyway,
are really loud.
Kiryu's on the news, and they're going back to Okinawa.
Date's like,
Maji-
please, Kiryu, let me go. My daughter's been really annoying
I don't
me
like
lately.
you. I don't like you at all. Majima's also here, by the way.
Maybe if I bring
He's-
my daughter, she'll love me again.
Majima's gonna send all, like, 1,000 of his men. Like, they're all gonna book the flight.
Does
and they're
this
all gonna be
count
on the
as a
plane.
dramatic Majima reveal?
Kinda. He's just, like,
Because
sitting on the couch.
he's not in the cutscene where they're watching the TV.
Since I watched Yakuza Like a Dragon 2007, directed by Takashi Miike, my standards for what is a dramatic Majima reveal have skyrocketed, because he has to be
standing
obscured
halfway
by a
around the
wall.
corner,
God,
holding a baseball bat.
I don't think we actually talked about that on the episode.
No, we
unfortunately.
did.
Did we? Okay, because
Yeah,
that
we did
was
mention
fucking.
it.
That was.
We might not have gone
hilarious.
in depth enough, but we did mention. Yeah, he's standing halfway around the corner,
Halfway.
looking like a fucking freak.
So fucking funny.
It's really funny.
Oh, so Kiryu says, "These kids are mine. It's my problem. Don't send any to me. Goodbye." And then Machima's like, "But the CIA are there, and the Hakuho clan, which is Mine's clan, I believe." And Kiryu's like, "It's fine.
I'm gonna go fight them alone, but also I'm going to fight them with people actually from
kids.
Okinawa."
He's like, "I won't be alone. I've got 7 orphans that can back me up in a fight.
He's got
They're
like 9
training.
orphans.
Their training is finally paid off."
I've been making them do 100 tiger drops a day for the last 2 years.
I taught them essence of cat-like reflexes. This was actually a real twist. No one knew that I was doing. He was doing Kamaki or training with his children off screen to create a child army that could fight any Yakuza threat. This is like we're back in the realm of the like Kiryu 2000 mid 2000s family comedy era.
Okay.
Movie.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
So Kiryu's teaching the Komaki moves to the orphans, but the thing is, each one has their own skills and aptitude, and they can only learn one. Which orphan learns which Komaki moves?
This is an impossible question because I barely
because I don't remember the
names.
orphans or the
most of them.
Komakis.
I mean, I guess we know that Koji is using the weapon skills because he's basically Majima with the slugger style, which is also Komaki, by the way. Don't forget.
Well, that wasn't Komaki that taught him that. That was the guy from Dragon and Tiger.
Oh, that's true. That was the Dragon and Tiger. Well, still, he like what's the sword one? Like the sword.
Yeah, there is a sword.
Yeah. I feel like Taichi is Mr. Tiger Drop. Though Haruka knows all of them. She's
I think Taichi knows the Daruma role.
Ooh, yes. Okay. Probably one of the smaller children is cat-like reflexes though. Like the agile, like
who knows the firearm flip?
That's Taichi.
That's Taichi. Hell yeah.
Taichi's
I can see him fucking smacking a guy around and like slapping the guy.
Firearm flip is my favorite move only because in Yakuza 4 there is a boss fight that you can take out instantly with a firearm flip. It's really it's really something. Yeah, so Kiryu's going to go back and train his orphan army a little bit more. And that's pretty much it in Kamurocho. We head back to Okinawa and go back to the orphanage.
Yeah.
Is there any or do we have any revelations or sub stories that we want to talk about this week?
Not quite yet. I'll get to it in a minute.
We'll get there. Okay, we got one.
Yeah, because we kind of have to go back to the orphanage to start.
Yes, for sure. Because we got to see our little guys. Little guys you love to see. So we go back to the orphanage. The kids are good and we love them, but they're animated terribly as always. But boy, are they happy to see Kiryu. They're like flailing and flapping around. And they...
Guess who's here?
It's our friends, all of them.
But mostly it's Nakahara, who's been in the hospital.
Here. He's up. He's up, he's out, he's about. And Mikio's here, and of course, Rikia made it home safe. He navigated the airport all by himself. I'm very proud of him. And then Nakahara says, "Kept you waiting, huh?"
Age hasn't slowed you down one bit, Patriarch Nakahara. Kiryu kind of just relays what is going on with the CIA and with Joji and everything, and they're kind of like, "What? What's going on?
What? Wait, sit me down in an office chair and explain this to me for 20 minutes."
And Riki is like, "Okay, hold on. They want the deed so that they can have control of the resort deal, and the CIA can make a lot of money, right?"
And he looks exactly like Kazuma, but they're not twins. Yeah, they're just estranged brothers, but Joji, and then you're telling me that Toma is gone to work with the Hakuho clan because he wants the and Black Monday 20 minutes later, and they're like, "Okay, I understand everything."
So I have to go save Toma, possibly with your guys' help. But probably don't need it.
Probably not, because, it's the fucking Ryudo family. We get a vague reference, once again, of there being other members of the Ryudo clan.
I don't believe that shit for a second.
And I don't believe that they're fucking lying about it.
Show them to me. Show them to me, video game.
What do they do?
Where are they? They're not
They
doing
apparently
it.
just eat their food in their fridge. I do like Nakahara reiterating, wait, if Toma stabbed Tamiya in the back and went to work with the bad guys, why does Tamiya want Toma to be alive? And then Kiryu's like, he's got honor. Good ones. He's the best politician. He's a real stalwart defender of justice all politicians and good
were
values.
Rats and only out for themselves.
He's a real upstanding individual like Pete Buttigieg.
Kiryu doing the high hope stance? No.
He's like Mayor Lori Lightfoot. He'd never do anything shitty.
Well, what if he sat down with Minister Tamiya and he started eating a cinnamon roll like a chicken wing?
What if Minister Tamiya live streamed himself getting a root canal?
You're in the room talking to Minister Tamiya about the plot, and the lights go out. And then Kiryu turns his phone on. He's like, "Yes, we can light up this room with your cell phone and with our dreams to stop the CIA." It's
very powerful. It's really powerful. It's really powerful and definitely not pre-planned.
Wasn't staged. Yeah,
Toma
wasn't in the other room flipping the giant breaker. Toma was not in the other room
turning the lights off. No, it was real and it was authentic. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So that's the kind of guy Tamiya is. Nakahara's just like, wow, I thought politicians were bad, but now I've learned the truth. You can really see both sides of this situation.
at the fucking Dairy Queen with his spouse, and he's just like, "Can we eat the ice cream now?" Before
I think I will vote. I'm gonna go out and I'm going to Pokemon Go to the polls. He says.
That's what he says.
And then Tamiya does call Kiryu. Hey man,
he does call you.
Doing?
Hey, I heard you were talking about me.
Can you tell them to vote?
Please. It's going to be really narrow margins.
Vote like your life depends on it.
This is the most important.
This is the most important election you've ever had in your life, Kiryu. You need to vote. Oh, 1 sec. I've got to let Susie out. Be free.
Uh-oh.
Be free, young cat. Thank you.
Get out of here, you stupid animal. Nobody wants you anymore.
So, by the way, the entire time this conversation is happening, Mitsuo, Taichi, and Koji are like having a fucking rave right around Kiryu.
Koji and Mitsuo are doing the hype dance.
They are doing the hype dance, and then it looks like Taichi just has to go to the bathroom really bad.
Yeah, he just has to piss.
He has to take a piss. But yeah, they're fucking doing the hype dance. We thought that Yakami invented the hype dance, but actually it was Mitsuo and Koji.
That's where he got it.
Mm-hmm. We find out that Toma is good. He's safe. He's got air conditioning. He's got water. His favorite music's on for the next day. So Kiryu can take some
building.
Basically, Tamiya is telling Kiryu that he can do content for a little while with his kids.
Don't worry. You can do some sub stories now. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm. But watch out because tomorrow, Joji's probably gonna go in for a kill.
Yeah,
you'll want to stop it.
Yeah, you better be able to jump as soon as I call you.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, see ya.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Kiryu.
Don't forget to vote.
Yeah, don't forget.
Tell your friends. Register. Goodbye. And then Kiryu's like, okay, cool. And Nakahara's like, why don't you play with these kids, Kiryu? You've got time to kill for content. And he's like, okay, we'll do like the best. We'll do the best little storyline in this whole game, I guess. Are you ready for something wholesome?
Yeah, some blessed content.
Some really blessed content. I can't believe people don't love these kids. So we see Mitsuo and Taichi are sick to fucking death of Kiryu sitting around and talking about his adventures in Tokyo.
Yeah, because he's talking to a couple of the girls, and they're just he's
talking to like what Riona and
fuck I'm sorry
I don't know but he's talking to these 8-year-old girls, and he's like, and then Mine came in and he opened the box up and it had a severed head
was in there.
Kanda's head was in it. Wow,
it was really nasty. You should have seen
it. Fighting Kanda, and it was like really funny because he was like thrusting.
I fought him in a special hotel for adults only.
We fought him in a love hotel. Do you know what that is? It's like
have I had the talk with you guys yet? I don't remember. Which
it reminds me of like when Frank Reynolds does the beauty pageants. God, oh man, that episode is really something. Jesus Christ, I'm not comparing Kiryu to Frank Reynolds doing Frank's Little Beauties. I would never. He probably didn't tell them any of the things that actually happened to him. He's probably like, and there's a big buildings, and there's
a large Millennium Tower.
There's a large Millennium Tower
Papo, right down the street.
Yeah, it's really cool. And there's a fucking severed head in a fucking.
Whoa!
There's a building that's
7. Whoa!
There's a skyscraper bigger than the Millennium Tower, but it's only there sometimes.
It's
wow. It's like a
state.
quantum. Yeah, it's a quantum
superposition.
Yeah, it's sometimes it exists. Okay, Mitsuo and Taichi are fucking bored of Kiryu's severed head adventure, so they go down to the beach to wrestle.
They're talking.
Sorry.
They're like, fucking Taichi is like, I bet they show wrestling matches every night on TV in Tokyo. And Mitsuo says, That sounds a little absurd. I don't think that's
not true.
Taichi's just like, okay, well, if you don't believe me, then fucking wrestle me over it.
And Mitsuo's like, no, I'm still
sore all the time.
We wrestle all the time, and it hurts. You're much bigger than me.
Like 20 super flying Taichi kicks.
That's the thing about Taichi is that when he wrestles, he does like full shotgun contact. Drop kicks. Yeah, full contact, like closed fists. Like he's doing like heel shit. He's doing blood. Like he's cutting people.
He's got the poison sprays.
Mm-hmm. He's doing everything. He's hitting people with chairs. Like he is not. This is a hardcore like underground wrestler. This is not like
comes out of the bushes with a folding chair to hand off to Taichi.
Taichi still does chair shots to the head and neck.
Oh no!
He does barbed wire matches. It's fucked up. So Kiryu's like watching, and he does Taichi. We get a cutscene where Taichi does fully try to drop kick poor Mitsuo. Mm-hmm. Like not like he's not grappling, he's just going to kick this little boy in the solar plexus.
Yes.
But Mitsuo does dodge. Mitsuo says if I were a
large boy, that would hurt an adult like a lot.
Yeah. Mitsuo is like, if I had Taichi standing on the top rope, I'd simply put my knees up. It's my choice. And he rolls out of the way. Taichi eats shit, and then Mitsuo goes in for the pin, and he's hell yeah, Mitsuo, let's go. Unfortunately, Taichi's fucking dead. Well, Taichi died. Rest in peace, Taichi and Noah Kaiba. They're both dead. But actually Taichi, but like Noah Kaiba,
have to upload Taichi into the computer.
Yeah, just like Noah Kaiba, Taichi is actually alive. He's fine.
He's fine. Just like they call the doctor over, and he's like, "Yeah, it looks like your boy has asthma. Pretty bad,
very bad asthma. Don't let him wrestle ever again."
Yeah, it might be stress induced. Maybe the stress of his father possibly getting killed in a city that he's never been to. Maybe that's a little stressful for him. Who knows? But in any case, he should not be wrestling anymore. It could really just make this whole thing a lot worse.
Yeah.
And Taichi's in the next room just like, fuck.
Hating it. Yeah, he's so fucking sad. Because, like, it's not just that Taichi is, like, he likes wrestling. It's like Taichi wants to be a wrestler.
Yes.
Just like how Koji wants to be a baseball player. Like, his dream is to become a wrestler. He wants to be a
pro wrestler to, like, fund the orphanage.
Mm-hmm. Very sweet. But now he feels like he can't, and he's having big emotions about it. They have no like confirmation of asthma. They're doing tests on it, so
yes, that's
it's not just, like he's
his initial
diagnosed.
Like prognosis.
Yeah. And Taichi's very sad about it. Poor boy.
Yeah, so they try to cheer him up a little, say like, oh, this isn't the end, you can maybe
you can be a ringside announcer. That's basically, you can be a ref.
You be a ref, or you can maybe even still be a wrestler. Like there's no way, this might not be permanent, and even you could work past it. It's just a speed bump, you're not gonna.
No, Kiryu gives some very good advice. He's just like, yeah, he tells him like just because we're having this problem, you can't achieve your dreams without obstacles in the way. And he tells him, I like this, where he says like pushing yourself now would basically be like giving up on your dream, because you would force yourself to have
into
to
a
stop.
State where you couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's good advice from Kiryu. Yeah. I like that advice. It's sweet. And Riki is here too, also like trying to cheer him up.
Yeah.
And so he also tells Rikia tells Taichi that since he can't be in the ring, he can watch wrestling, because then he can like study up on moves.
Yeah.
And then he says, "Wait, I know. Why don't we put on a wrestling show right here for you, Taichi?" Kiryu's like,
"Yes, Nani?"
Rikia pulls him out by the collar. Get over here. We got to put on a wrestling show.
Come on, we're two like buff fighting dudes. We could do this. Come on.
Yeah, they're doing this for Taichi. It's so sweet.
Yes,
I do love when he's like, okay, cool, we're all in agreement. All right, Mitsuo and I are gonna build a ring, and Kiryu's like, huh? You're building a ring?
Okay,
or not Mitsuo? What's his name?
Mikio.
Mikio.
You know
he's gonna. He gives.
Mikio's doing all the work. He gives
Mitsuo some power tools. This little boy with a drill and a table saw.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God.
But this is kind of your time to just run around and do things while they build the rink and go into Ryukyu and do whatever you want. So this is when we're going to. I've got a.
Have we talked? We've been doing this game for a while. Have we talked about the host club mini game vaguely?
I don't know if we have. I don't care for it.
If we
I've never even. Well, I say I don't care for it. I've never tried it because I'm just like, this probably isn't good.
It makes no sense to me. But yeah, I will just briefly bring up because I haven't like gone through it since I played the game the first time. But if we have talked about it, sorry. But walking through downtown Ryukyu, there's just this dude who's like, our hostess club really needs a new manager, and I'm gonna ask the first person who I run into on the street, hey, Kiryu. And then
I say nope, too busy.
Nope.
Talk to me some other time.
But if you do go in, I could never even like remotely figure out what to do. This mini game is also in Yakuza 4, but it's just like you dress the girls
like a little bit better there.
Yeah, you like choose outfits for the girls, kind of like in Yakuza 0, and then I think you like kind of allocate them to talk or something. I don't remember. And you gotta like walk around the club to listen to what people are saying, and they're like, I like girls with glasses, Kiryu.
I like girls with huge naturals, Kiryu. Can you do that for me?
I'm talking comically big, Kiryu.
Big mommy milkers, Kiryu.
Oh,
come
God,
on.
No. So yeah, then beyond that point, I lost interest in that.
Dante, what are you doing in the club?
What are you doing in Okinawa? Anywhere that I can find some sweet supple bosoms, you'll know where I am. I'm all about that, Kiryu.
I've looked at every woman's chest in Kamurocho. I'm looking to branch out.
God. Did you have any sub stories?
Starting a franchise down here.
Did you have any sub stories to?
Yes, I do. I've got a couple.
Oh, there we go.
Sub stories number 106 and 107. Let's learn English 3 and 4.
Yes, we're back.
Finally.
We need to learn how to say like big hog in English.
Oh, we'll get to that.
What if the woman's like, was like Kiryu has learned some wisdom from from his time in Kamurocho. The woman is like, compliment me, sir, and then he's like,
Black Monday.
Beautiful eyes, like I heard from my brother before.
I heard from my brother before. Oh, who's your brother?
Oh, your brother's been talking about me?
I killed him in a skyscraper 3 years ago.
Kiryu learned so many fun English phrases in this one. We'll talk about some more later in the game. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's a good thing that we're preparing now, so he'll understand everything so he'll
that's
understand
being said
something.
later.
Yeah, when he's... True.
So, right across from the station, as per usual, is the woman who sells the textbooks.
Mm-hmm.
You walk up to her and you're like, okay, well, it's been a while. I'm still thinking about that convenient white woman. You know, she's very beautiful. I want to see her again while I'm back in town. And she says, oh, hey, that's wonderful. You know, it's really impressive. You know, you putting the moves on her so well. You know, considering the language barrier, but if you really want to get close to her, what you need is this intermediate handbook. And since, you know, I'm here in Okinawa, I'm going to offer you like an Okinawan exclusive deal. 20,000 yen. You can only get this here. You buy this book in Tokyo, it'll cost you 40,000. Easy. Come on. Now, this one focuses more on communication between close friends, but also for more intimate relationships.
I love the idea that this is, because it's like intermediate. You're in the intermediate level of Japanese, so you go to your Japanese class, or your English class, I should say, and they're like, all right, so we've learned how to talk to business colleagues, we've learned how to ask for directions, this is intermediate, we're gonna learn how to tell you how to fuck.
Well, no, this is really just like, you know, if we're talking to your friends, you know, talking about, you know, what are you into? How are you doing? You know, things like that. So obviously you cough up the money And you flip to the section about conversing with a lover, which, goes against what I just said 10 seconds ago, but, forget it.
Big mommy milkers.
I see. I'm starting to see the appeal. She's like, Kiryu, dude. You're gonna get so much fucking, like, strange if you use these lines on the women that you see around town. In fact, I hear that a lot of foreign women hang out at Aqua Sky, the bar up in Hatsumachi. You should head up there, maybe. Maybe there would be a woman who is, 1, Caucasian, 2, conveniently placed for you to...
She will be a woman who has
on.
A character model of one of the many people who walk around the streets, but we've digitally lightened her skin.
Mm-hmm. So you, of course, head to Aqua Sky, and you find the white woman sitting at the bar. So it's very funny how we keep running into each other like this. It's almost like fate, the red string and all that. She invites you to sit down.
They're both stand users.
Yeah, she's a stand user.
And so is Kiryu. Kiryu has a stand, but he's literally never had to use it. It's just never.
It just allows him to, like, eat unlimited amounts of, like, Smile Burger and energy drinks and all that shit, and maintain that physique.
It's just a stand that lets him. It's just a stand
not have
that
a heart
lets him,
attack.
Run around forever. Like, he doesn't run out. He doesn't get tired if he runs all day.
So you sit down for a drink with her, and she says, "Hey, we've met each other a couple times. I don't even know your name, and you don't know mine. I'm Stacy, by the way." And you introduce yourself. You're Kiryu. And she says, "Oh, that's very nice." She tries talking to you in Japanese. It's not very good, but you can understand what she's saying.
She's no Mac. Definitely not a Mac.
Oh, absolutely not. But she's so grateful for all the help you've given her. Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure I'm looking at the notes for the right one, because I was like, what? That doesn't make any sense. But no, she says, "Kiryu, I don't want to go home tonight." And you, having read the book, you know what to say. But you do get a choice. You can say, "I don't deserve your love. I love you," or "I love English."
Yes, that's it. That's the right one.
Mm-hmm.
I love English.
No, what you're supposed to pick is, "I don't deserve your love." And she says, "But Kiryu, you do. You really do." And to show that you do, she gives you an Italian necklace, and she walks out of the bar.
Hell yeah.
Hell yes.
Learning English has distinct monetary benefits. People will just give you valuable things on the street. Everyone should learn English. That's what that guy from Yakuza 7 wanted to happen. He thought that the guy was just going to give him an expensive
Can you show me the way to the station?
Here, take this Rolex.
Here you go.
Yatta!
Real leather watch. I mean,
fuck yeah.
Wallet. Not a watch, wallet.
So how does this... is that
the end? That's the end of Let's Learn English 3. We're moving on to Let's Learn English 4 now. Kiryu's smitten. He wants to see Stacy more. His heart aflutter.
This is like his rebound after Sayama.
After Sayama. Oh god,
he's like
I really need to, like, go back and check the bio section. I really need to, like, catch up on what she's been doing for the last few chapters.
Like, do you think it says it's like America took my love, so now I'm going to get an American woman. It's like revenge, I guess, on Sayama.
Yeah, that's how that works. But
that's how it works.
He's so in love with Stacy. He needs to converse with her more. So he goes back to the woman who sells the textbooks, and she's like, "Yes, fuck yes, this rules. I really hope you. I want you to get it in, dude. Here's look, but I'm not running a charity here. Like, come on, I've got one last handbook. It's only 55,000 yen. God, that's a steal."
In the shorthand, rough and quick and dirty, that's about $550.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and she's like, this is what she says word for word: "Will you take the plunge and witness your love life changed forever, or are you fine being bone dry?"
All right, Kiryu, this is the dirty phrase
wet,
book.
Kiryu.
Let's start with basic flirting. Inflates you, making you big and round. Repeat after me.
inflates you, making you big and round. She says this handbook that you're about to purchase, it's practically a conversational Kama Sutra.
Ooh.
What
is this about learning English?
Fucking in no time.
The more English you learn, the hornier it gets.
I mean, from what we've seen of Stacy, this seems to be true.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you of course, before you go to Stacy, you gotta flip to the section she's talking about to learn a little bit. You go to conversing in the bedroom. And it's like, well, let's go back to my room. Let's make sweet, passionate love is what you've learned to say.
Do you think that do you think that there are like language books, like learning language books that do have a section like that?
There's probably things like that for like sex tourists.
I guess.
If I had to guess. That's a thing that exists. I mean, I'm not.
Like when you're learning a language, like if you are getting to the point of like you are fluent enough that you are able to live in this country or whatever, like
you gotta learn to talk about fucking at some point.
Yeah, at some point, right? I don't know, but is that in a book? Do you just is it like do you have to just make do?
You gotta
with
learn
what
the local terminology.
You just have to kind of improvise and come up with your own fun ways to describe things.
Look, people in Ryukyu, people in Tokyo, people in Osaka, people in Hokkaido, they all have different ways of referring to it.
Yeah.
You can't just learn any one word. You're going to sound like a dum-dum.
Like down where I live, we call it, I can't come up with a funny enough joke here. Never mind.
I'm aborting the hole where I'm from.
Where I'm from, they call it pigs in a nest. What are we talking about again?
We're talking about eggs in a basket.
We're talking about breakfast, right?
Yeah. That's what you gotta learn to talk about when you go to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Anyways, you walk down the street with your new sex knowledge in tow to Stacy, who's just sitting like outside a cafe.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Oh, Kiryu, my knight in shining armor, please, we need to, go back to my place." And you say, "Yes, please." She says, "Oh, I knew you were a real man. Now show me how real you are."
You're getting ready for the ride of your life. I feel like I make this joke.
I'm going to show you my fantasy zone.
This must be like I think I make this joke every single time a stub story involves Kiryu talking to a woman. I swear to God, it happens every single time.
Mm-hmm. She takes you to the arcade and she says, "Play Boxelios for me, Kiryu."
No, please. Actually, no, I'll play anything but Fantasy Zone, actually. Let's be real.
Or Virtua Fighter. I don't want to play that shit either.
Virtua Fighter's okay.
It's fine. I just don't like fighting games.
No. I'll play Sonic the Fighters, though.
Ooh, Sonic the Fighters at least is like,
pretty fun.
I get to see,
I get to know,
the big polar bear.
I get to like
do an ear clap on me.
I get to know that Kiryu is back there in front of the screen looking at like at Knuckles. Like I get to experience the fact that Kiryu knows who Knuckles is and that Knuckles exists.
Mm-hmm.
Like that enough makes the game.
I would pay money to hear Takaya Kuroda say Knuckles the Echidna in Kiryu voice.
I would. We need to raise lots and lots of money so we can pay Takaya Kuroda to perform "Escape from the City" for us.
Ooh.
Oh, he would sound good singing it though. Actually, he's got a good voice. That man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Susie's just.
Oh, welcome back, Susie.
Decided that she's back in here.
Susie, back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle. Okay. So what happens next?
So you and Stacy, you go to her apartment, I guess.
It's really funny that this is basically Kiryu's love interest at this point.
Yes.
There was Yumi, there's Sayama, and there's Stacy.
Stacy, yeah. So you and her, you go back to her apartment, which doesn't have any like couches or seating or anything. It's kind of a big blank room it looks like an apartment, but without any place to sit. And she's like, "Okay, yeah, let's let's go to my bedroom. But then a voice from off screen says, wait. Before you fuck, I gotta talk we gotta talk.
We gotta talk about abstinence education, Kiryu.
No, we gotta talk about pyramid schemes. It's the textbook woman. She is here to offer you a special instructor's course. And Kiryu's like, hold on, wait. I thought I was about to fuck. Well, what's going on? And she says, no. Hold on. That was all a ploy. Don't worry about that. I'm here. This is an instructor's course where you can only take this if you bought all the textbooks, and you did. And you can now sell the textbooks to other people. Now, here's the thing. You can get a 15% profit margin off of every book you sell, and 5% of the tuition fees from any instructors
and here,
that you get to sign up.
And have a cup of AHA water.
Yes. We also have AHA water you can sell to keep their brains hydrated for learning English better. And then Stacy is also speaking in Japanese, trying to sell you on this, and she is speaking fluently.
No,
she was
Kiryu.
Yeah, she knew how to do it this whole time.
Kiryu's heart
and they're
broken.
Like,
and then Stacy's like, and also in perfect Japanese, and also, I'm going to be going back to America to become a cop. And Kiryu's like, no,
oh, no, in Los Angeles, no,
not again.
Damn it! Why does the LAPD keep doing this to me?
The LAPD takes all my women.
that's Yakuza 8. As Kiryu goes to Los Angeles
is alive.
and just like
Kiryu goes to LA and just beats his way through the LAPD. Ooh, that's a game. I'd play that.
Just demolishing cops, American cops. Hell yes.
It's like how JoJo Part 2 just starts with Joseph blasting a
destroying
cop's
an
finger
NYPD cop's finger with a soda cap. Yes. And they're both really they're doing the hard sell on you. Like, you got to do this right now. It'll only cost you 250,000 yen to register for this. That's such a steal, dude. You're gonna make money hand over fist off of this course, like, if you do it. And this is when Kiryu finally catches on that, hold on a second.
He's been taken for a ride.
I think this was a setup. I think I've been taken for a ride, and not in the sexual way that I had originally assumed.
I've been taken for a ride of my life.
Mm-hmm. I've been shown a bad fantasy zone. A nightmare zone. I don't know. And you're like, hold on, no, I'm not doing that. That's idiotic. I've already bought too far into this. I'm not going any further. And that's when the textbook woman is like, okay, well, you know how it
time
is.
To die, and then it's like Kiryu fights two women. Textbook seller.
Anyways, no, he's not gonna fight any women. He's gonna fight these 3 enforcers that have now shown up.
Of course,
whose names are Mike, Cage, or Gates. It depends. It changes between when you see them in the scene and when you fight them. And Fujimoto. The other guy isn't American, I guess. You beat them up. And you're like, okay, can I leave now? This is enough content for me. She says, okay, yeah, sure, fine. Please just leave us alone. And she gives you 150,000 yen, which is more than enough to refund you for all of the books.
And also Kiryu has now fluent in English.
Yeah, he did learn.
He did learn some phrases.
But before they leave, Stacy says, it was originally a ruse, but I have kind of come to love you in a way, but, so long, Kiryu. And she gives you an Italian ring to show that she really loved you.
She has been giving Kiryu monetary incentives for this, to be fair.
Yeah, like, you could sell that at a Bisu pod for a good amount of money.
Yeah. If you're going to get scammed, you might as well make a couple bucks back.
Yeah, so Kiryu, having loved and lost,
again,
returns to Ryukyu and gets a phone call from Rikia saying that the ring is done being built.
Kiryu, why are you speaking English? What happened? Aniki.
Oh no.
Aniki.
I'm stuck like this. I don't know Japanese anymore.
You forgot how to speak Japanese. Fuck. So we come back. The boys have set up.
You do another sub-story learning Japanese.
Yeah, let's learn
1 through
Japanese 1 through 4, and it's like it's a big scam. You can't learn. It turns out learning any language is in fact a scam. So we go back to the ring, and the boys have set it up. They did a great job. And it's time to start the wrasslin. Where did they get their luchador masks from?
The Tower of Babel was just God's scheme to, sell textbooks to people.
Oh, for sure. So Kiryu and Rikia mask up. They're in their wrestling trunks. Rikia is Dragon Mask versus Ricky Mask, which is very funny.
Yes, I love it.
And I didn't know that Rikia was a fucking high flyer.
They changed his moveset for this fight.
He is doing some ridiculous, not to
he's
compare
doing fucking Hurricane Ranas and body splashes.
Yeah, it's not to compare him to the bastard Will Ospreay, who's just an objectively monstrous human being, but he's kind of a Will Ospreay.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
He's a bad dude. But he's a very good wrestler. You have to do drop kicks and grapples. It has no closed fists, no contact. You have to grab him and throw him and all kinds of stuff like that. It's pretty fun because just having a little wrestling match. The kids are there. They're shouting out text boxes are go on, Dragon Mask, Ricky Mask. Oh, because Ricky Mask is
the drop kick.
Ricky Mask is the hero. Dragon Mask is the heel. I think they're get him, Ricky Mask.
Are you sure it's not the other way around?
Oh, I think they're cheering for both. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they're everybody likes a good heel.
I like a good heel. Then you got to finish him off with a heat move. He gives him a little suplex, a little pile driver kind of deal.
Yeah,
good shit. We do see. Yeah, I actually really like this scene because when we get the cutscene, they're doing a good job animating it they're wrestling with their slaps and strikes and Kiryu hits him with a clothesline. It's just good. It looks like they, I
really like the animation on the cutscene of them.
Oh, you know what? Rikia is a heel because he pulls a fork out.
That's what I'm saying. That's why
you're right. Heel. You're right. And Taichi is fucking done. He is ready to kill. He's out for blood.
Look out, Dragon Mask!
He gets him right in the face with his Taichi super kick, and then he pins Ricky Mask. Yep. Mikio quick on the count. He's playing along, and then Taichi gets the win. It's great. It would be very sad if Ricky Mask kicked out. It's fucking bodied Taichi. Oh no. This isn't how this is supposed to go.
Hit him with a fucking power bomb.
Yeah, but Taichi wins. Everyone's having fun. The kids are wrestling in the ring, and they're just loving
it. And Taichi's fine. He's fine. He's not
because
he's a little out of breath, but he's not passed out or anything.
Well, it's because you see the doctor is back, and he has some good news. Kind of.
He asks, "Hey, what did you guys eat for lunch?" And Haruka says, "Well, we went to a soba shop." And, Taichi ate a lot, too. And he says, "Oh, well, that's great, because it seems that he had a lot of allergens in his blood. So everybody is immediately able to surmise, oh, he's allergic to buckwheat in the soba noodles."
Poor Taichi. No soba for this boy.
Yeah.
But at least he doesn't have asthma, I guess. So he's...
Yeah, and even then, it's he ate an especially large helping, and that's what really caused it. So it might not even be a very severe case, and he might get over it as he matures.
I'll say, in my opinion, this is my opinion, I think this story would have been better if Taichi did have asthma, and it was
I
the
think
boy has to learn. He learns. He proved to himself that he can do it, even though he has asthma. So it's that would be fine if he had it, because then they're well, he has asthma, but how do we manage it? That would be sweet. But whatever, he's got a buckwheat allergy, and I
think it's still
fine. No, I like it.
It would be better. It would be
better if he did have asthma. Kiryu's still sitting by the phone waiting for Tamiya to give him a call. Ready to turn on his phone light, and he runs into Haruka. And she's acting suspiciously.
When he does this, he's like, "Hey, watch out! You could have been hurt." If she had run too hard into him, it's just a brick wall. She could have broken her nose on him.
She's a bit out of sorts. she's acting a little strange. She's kind of running around. She says she's going shopping, but she like runs away. And Kiryu's like,
yeah, she insists that she's gonna go by herself. That Kiryu shouldn't go with her.
And Kiryu's like, is she going on a date?
Does she have a boyfriend?
Maybe I should go spy on her and see what's up.
Yeah, you get a choice here, but you don't really get a choice.
No, you don't get a choice. Yeah. We gotta go downtown and spy on Haruka.
Mm-hmm. So you go into Ryukyu, you take the monorail, of course. You find her in the city, just kind of mumbling something about a job.
Yeah.
And she's standing in front of a help wanted poster, just staring at it, and you're like, "Hey, Haruka, what's up?" And she's, "Don't worry about it. I'm going shopping now. Goodbye." And you walk up and you see the help wanted poster, and you're like, "Huh, that's weird. I thought she had a boyfriend." Oh well. And then you go up to Hatsumachi, and you see her talking to some shady looking.
Oh yeah, our classic thug types.
And Kiryu presumably can't hear any of this, but you get the
I can't believe it. Haruka's got 2 boyfriends that I didn't know about.
They're way older than her. That's not good.
No good.
And
they're telling her to like deliver things for money,
to hand out flyers, to just stand here and hand these things out to people who come up to her.
Mm-hmm.
Only to the people who ask for them, and they will also give you money and pay for these because actually they're envelopes. Not flyers.
They're not flyers, and they're definitely, there's nothing illegal inside of them.
Nothing weird going on. They assure her, there's nothing weird going on.
And if you deliver them, we'll give you 20,000 yen.
Yeah, $200 in your pocket. Don't worry about it, kid. So you obviously watch her do this, and you see some shady characters walk up to her and get the envelopes, and the whole time Kiryu's like, "Huh. That guy looks way too old to be your boyfriend," but also he's like taking
cover.
Strange.
He's like taking cover behind a wall. It's very funny. He's doing it Yakami style. The worst in the tailing mini games, and yeah, he's watching her like hand out these envelopes, and he sees a host, and he's like, "Is this her boyfriend?" And then he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he sees a yakuza, and he's like, "That's definitely a yakuza."
And definitely not her boyfriend.
Definitely not her boyfriend. So she hands out these envelopes, and then she gives them all away. Kiryu confronts her. He doesn't ask what she's doing, which is a critical flaw in his plan. He just kind of approaches her, and then he doesn't say like what were those envelopes or any questions that would force her to have to say what she's up to. But she runs away, and she's like, "I'm shopping.
I'm going shopping now. Goodbye."
And then he's like, "Well,
you go back to the
take her at her word.
I guess she's going shopping." You go back to the orphanage, and Haruka's made sukiyaki for everyone. They're dining like kings tonight.
It's happy sukiyaki. And then Kiryu's like, "Wait, we have money for sukiyaki?"
And Haruka just says, "Well, yeah, I guess I'm a little bit better at saving money now than I used to be. And not doing anything illegal." This is when Mikio arrives and kind of pulls Kiryu aside, and he says, "Hey, Kiryu, I was also pee-peed on Haruka to make sure that she doesn't have a boyfriend. And I saw her talking to those 2 guys, and they're kind of shady types. Like, I don't think they're up to any good, Kiryu." And Kiryu says, "Oh, you mean they're not? Okay.
Oh, it's not that she has like 6 very old boyfriends."
Okay.
God, he's such an idiot.
That makes way more
sense. He's the dumbest man in the whole world. And he's like, they're all eating their sukiyaki, the kids are, and Haruka's like, "I sure got all of this money legitimately." And then Kiryu's like, "Okay, well now I've really got to get to the bottom of this."
Yeah, and as soon as they're done eating, she's like, "Okay, I'm going back into the city now to do some other shopping. You shouldn't follow me, Uncle Kiryu, please. Goodbye." And of course, you follow her back to the same place in Hatsumachi that she was talking to those guys before. This time, they tell her to avoid cops. And when she's like, "Well, why should I avoid cops? I'm not doing anything wrong, right?"
It's just a general rule of thumb on how you live your life. You should just always be avoiding cops.
Yeah, they're like, you don't want to talk to cops. You don't volunteer any information. Don't tell them anything. You're not doing anything illegal. Don't worry about it. The reason that they would want to bust you is because we're actually paying you too much. There's limits to how much kids can get paid for doing work, and we're being too generous. So, you should really be thankful that we're doing this for you. So, and if you're really good at avoiding the cops, we'll give you a little bonus. So, hey, avoid the cops. Don't fucking talk to them.
Getting paid to not talk to a cop sounds like a pretty sweet deal, if you ask me.
Yeah. I don't talk to cops every day. I should get paid.
I try my very best not to.
Yeah. So they walk about 20 feet away and stay there. And
they marvel at Haruka not talking to a cop when a cop comes along.
Yeah. They call someone and they're like, "Hey, yeah, she's right there. You can go get the goods right now." So somebody goes up and gets the goods, and then a cop comes up and she's like, "Oh no,
I'm not doing anything illegal over here."
Sorry. And they're like, "All right, good job. Just keep doing that, and we're just gonna go 20 feet over here again." So you sit there down the street and you watch her for a bit.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. Just yawning.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just continue to watch them as guys come up and try and get envelopes from her, and you can choose to interrupt or just stay where you are.
Kiryu's just continuing to watch her hand out envelopes for 2 hours. I don't know. Maybe I should step in.
Is that what her boyfriend?
This the time is. Which one's her boyfriend? Haruka's got a lot of boyfriends. Eventually, though, Kiryu will.
You can choose to interrupt, and this will lead to a comical misunderstanding, and then you'll have to start the whole watching sequence all over again.
Annoying.
You only want to interrupt whenever the other two guys walk up, of course. Yeah.
So when the two other guys interrupt, Kiryu approaches these boys.
He sneaks up on them. Yeah. This is the quietest Kiryu's ever been, because there is a shot of him over this guy's shoulder that is
incredible.
Funny.
It's incredible that he manages to get the drop on them like this. That is not his style, but it's incredibly funny.
Yeah. and I think as any of us would react if a man of the dragon of Dojima size and stature
appeared quietly behind us,
appeared behind you over your shoulder and said, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing with my daughter?" They panic and drop the one of the envelopes, and it's full of counterfeit credit cards. It was a crime the whole time. Mm-hmm. And Kiryu says, "You're fucking pathetic."
I really thought that Haruka was selling drugs here.
Yeah, that seems to be what's going on at first, but no, it is a much lower stakes scam than that.
Yeah.
Kiryu's like, "How are you not ashamed of yourself for involving a kid in your fucking schemes?" And they're like, "No, not really. We're gonna try and stab you now, old man." And they find out what happens when you tried to stab Kiryu.
You die.
You
don't die, but
possibly.
You die if it's the movie, and you live if it's the game.
Yes. Kiryu does not have a shotgun in this game, at least not currently. You can get one you can probably get a shotgun in this game.
You can get a shotgun in some of them.
It doesn't kill anyone, though. Don't worry.
After
it's a slime gun.
Taking out the trash, Rikia and Mikio appear. And they're like, "Oh, I learned from Mikio what's going on, and I went to look for you at the orphanage, and you weren't there, so I figured out the plot of this sub-story, or this, not even a sub-story." He's like, I made the connection between the counterfeit credit cards and this somehow.
Yeah. So the reason that Haruko is doing this was because she overheard a conversation between Riki and Mikio where they're kind of worrying about, they're talking about a rent hike that's coming up and how they can barely afford their expenses as is.
They can't afford, barely can afford
rent
food.
Being raised. How are they going to deal with it? And all the food that they eat. What's going to happen?
Hey, Argyle. Isn't freaking Nakahara their landlord? Doesn't Nakahara own the deed?
That's yeah. Nakahara owns the deed to the orphanage.
I mean, we find out
he
what
would
they're
be
actually,
the one raising the
yeah,
rent in this situation.
He would be like, we find out that this isn't the case, but
I gotta
also,
pay these hospital bills somehow, kids.
Yeah, Nakahara's like, listen, Kyodai, I have a lot of respect for you, but at the end of the day, you're still my tenant, and that means I have to be objectively terrible to you at all times.
Yeah,
I am going to kick all of your orphans out so I can renovate this place and turn it into an Airbnb.
The fucking article that's like, I had to be an evil landlord today.
I always hated evil landlords, and then I became one.
Anyway. But
that article broke my brain. Sorry, that article broke my brain because
I didn't even read it.
Well, the thing is that this person bought a property that had someone living in it. Like, it was like already. It was like I didn't want to be a landlord, and I hated being a landlord, and I hated having this tenant here. But I cut. It's like, you didn't have to buy the property with the person living in it, though. Is the thing. You could have just bought another property if you had the money to buy the property. So, I don't know. Fuck you.
There are many lanes in life, and as it turns out, a lot of them don't involve being a landlord.
Every action is valid besides becoming a landlord.
I've gone my whole life without being a landlord. It's
every day
easy.
I wake up and I consciously make the decision that I'm not going to buy an apartment building. It's been going pretty well for me so far.
But Nakahara has not made that decision.
Yeah, Nakahara woke up one day and he said he would be a landlord, and that's no good.
I'm going to make some orphans homeless today. But no, as it turns out, this was all a big misunderstanding. They were talking about the rent for the Ryudo family office.
It's very funny that they're like, the Ryudo boys are like, no. The orphanage isn't going broke. We're going broke. And
don't worry about it.
Because Rikio or Mikio, when Haruka overhears them, they're saying like, "Oh, the rent's going up. How are we going to be able to pay? I'm worried about finances. You know how much those guys eat? Like, they eat so much food, and I don't know if we're going to be able to afford food." That's the point where the question is, what guys? What guys are you talking about? Who are the guys?
I mean, they lampshaded by being like, "Well, it's all Mikio.
It's all Mikio.
He just eats a lot because
he's big, heavy
funny
guy.
Fat jokes." We love Mikio.
I love Mikio, and I love Rikia, but that's the mystery solved. Turns out, I was going to say, because Kiryu makes a shitload of money just by beating people up on the street.
Yeah, no, he can just like walk into Ryukyu and get 3,000 yen off of anybody he wants, and he just does that for a couple hours, and he's like set for a few weeks. Especially
if he's in the 1980s during the bubble economy. Then he just needs to find a guy in a gold suit, and he'll make like 1,000,000 yen off of it. Anyways.
Yeah, those nouveau riche, I haven't seen them around in a couple decades. What happened?
Ever since the economy collapsed, there's been less nouveau riche walking around.
That's how. If you just wait a few more years, they'll start showing up again.
Kiryu. Finances, things going pretty good at the economy. Line go up, number go up. That's where we're gonna cut it this week. Next week we'll talk about the second half. That means, by my count, we will have, I think, 3 episodes left of Yakuza 3. Because I feel like there's no way we're going to cut our last chapter in half. So,
who knows?
Yeah, you never know. Life is... We get busy, is the thing.
We get busy.
What'd you think of the chapter? It's pretty good. I like it. I love those orphans.
So we gotta
savor every single second with them.
Yes, I mean, I always think when I think about like things I like about Yakuza 3, the bit with Taichi is always stands out in my mind. I'm glad Haruka got a moment, even if I don't know, it's whatever. But like I'm glad she is getting some screen time to have some sort of maybe character moments. But the thing with Taichi is I think one of the big standout scenes in this game.
Very true. It's got a lot of heart, this game. A lot of heart. That's what I like about it. Let's move to our question segment. Let's do Dolce to Postcard. If you have a question, you can come into our Discord, and you can send us a question in the Dolce de Postcard channel.
We're getting more people in the Discord all the time.
We got lots of people in our Discord just popping off in here.
Yeah.
Here are our questions. First one from Discord user, friend of the show, Toontush /Anat, who says, "What would your backyard wrestling personas names be?" assuming you have roughly the same resources as Kiryu and Rikia. I'm the, let's see. I'm Kid Bruise. Because I don't think I take bumps particularly well. I think I hit the ground and I'm like, that's it. Nope, that's it. I'm done.
Captain Banana because of the way he bruises so easily.
We don't make very good backyard wrestlers.
The Argyle burglar. I just wear a big Argyle sock over my head.
He's the trash man.
I roll around in the garbage and I eat the garbage.
And then I answered this question, but I would bring it out, which is Discord user Phaser Phalon said tag team Kiryu and Rikia versus Omega and Ibushi, who wins? So you're not a wrestling person. I actually say that I started watching wrestling after Golden Lovers were no longer, so I actually never got to see in the moment them wrestle together. That being said, I think we know already that Kiryu can beat Kota Ibushi in a fight because he did it one time. I'm pretty sure. I think Ibushi
is that one of the guys in 6? I don't remember.
Actually, I don't remember if he's in. I don't think Kota Ibushi is in Yakuza 7. Let me look it up. Or Yakuza 6. Ibushi is not in Yakuza 6. However, he did beat Kazuchika Okada, who has beaten Ibushi multiple times. I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I've been following that stuff.
So by the transitive property,
Kiryu can probably beat any wrestler in a fight. That being said, I think if Kenny Omega did some heel shit and some heel shenanigans, I think that Ibushi could get Rikia out. I think if Rikia's trapped in the ring, Kiryu's gonna play legitimately. He's not gonna do any funny business. He's not gonna get into the ring when the ref's not looking. So if Rikia can't get in for the tag, then and they get him, like he has no way of beating Kota Ibushi at all. So yeah, it's just a matter of getting Ibushi and Rikia in the ring together. That's it.
Yeah.
And then we have one more question from Discord user Chaos, who asks us, what is our favorite color? Argyle, what's your favorite color?
Purple.
Purple's a good-ass color. Right now, I've been feeling the green forest tones. Love a green.
Yeah, I don't know. I've always just been a purple.
Purple's a good-ass color. But picking a favorite color is hard because I like colors in general. Every color is good in its own context.
In the right circumstance.
In the right circumstance, yeah, exactly.
But purple's good in every circumstance.
That's true. Everything would be better if it was purple. Like if every light on the traffic light was purple.
Yeah.
And you like purple means go.
It would cause innumerable deaths.
Lots of people would die.
It would look fly as fuck.
Hey, go! The light's purple, idiot!
Come on!
Fucking stop! It's a purple light!
Why is that the example you pulled up? It's like, what if a traffic light was purple?
Because I thought it'd be funny.
It is funny.
It is funny.
Appreciate it. Wow.
Yeah. Making jokes. Yeah. It's a little bit of humor on this one. Those are all of our questions this week. Thank you very much. Feel free to join our Discord. And it's fun if you like Yakuza, or I guess if you like the podcast. It'd be funny if someone listened to this.
Final Fantasy 14.
If you want to hear about Little Caprese's Big Adventure, then you can come in here and listen to it, I suppose.
Jordan knows what G-Pose is now.
I did learn today what G-Pose is. Let's wrap it up though. You can find us on Twitter at... Oh, thanks for listening, first of all. You can find all of our episodes at yakusapod.com. You can find us on Twitter at Kamurocho Radio. You can find me on Twitter at BradipusRex and listen to my 2 other podcasts, Kylex Y, which is about Kylex Y, which my brother just sent me the episode titles that he has come up with for this week's episode, and one of them is Kyle Involved Event. By the way, Argyle... I need to give you a shout out because the other day in the Discord, you wrote this this story that was like a math problem told in a police officer style passive voice.
Oh God.
It was very funny. It was fucking good. It was good.
You.
Okay. Anyway,
it took me a while to write that out.
You really, I mean, it was kind of concerning because you have a bright future at like being a being like dispatched by the police force.
Much like Sayama, I'm going to be going to the LAPD now.
Yeah, you have the skills to write about when police officers shoot each other, in a perfect passive voice. You can also listen to my show Slappers Only, which is a video game music showdown podcast. Most recent episode was the Slappers Only game jam session, where we came up with the
best game of all time,
roguelike kart racing game that stars hot Genghis Khan and hot Julius Caesar and John Madden. Yeah. Argyle, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Argyle_Funk. You can also listen to me on Pod of Greed. That's POD of Greed. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh! GX podcast. We're currently on season 3. And the most recent episode that we recorded is the first official returning of Elliot, the Tormentor.
Fuck yeah, Elliot. Welcome back.
Lost in the desert for more than a year and is now finally back on the pod.
I'm so glad that
in full form.
I'm glad that Elliot's out of the desert, because I like to talk to him about Disco Elysium, and it's easier when he has internet.
It's easier when he has a stable internet connection.
Yeah.
We love Elliot, and we love to have him back on the show. You can also listen to my stint on Wow Cool Robot. That is Max's G Gundam. That is Max's Gundam podcast. Myself and Audrey joined him to talk about, G Gundam, the one about the super funny, super racist robots. They're not that racist. Well, some of them are pretty racist, but most of them aren't.
Still working my way through Zeta Gundam. Fucking great.
It's a good show. I'm gonna fucking make Jordan watch G Gundam at gunpoint one of these days if I have to.
No one has said anything about G Gundam that has made me excited about watching it, because every time someone talks about G Gundam, they say that it's like a tournament fighting.
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, people say it's racist, and they say it's like a tournament fighting anime with Gundams, and neither.
It's so much more than either of those things, and also the first few, like Mobile Suit Gundam and Zeta Gundam and Double Zeta Gundam, are also racist in their own ways. So fuck you. So yeah, that's where you can find me. You can find us.
I just really liked how aggressive you just got there.
Fuck you. Stop fucking disparaging the show that I like. Anyways, you can find us on the Noise Space Network. That is noisespace.xyz. You can listen to you like recap podcasts? Well, there's a fucking million of them for them there for you.
Listen to
one of them that I listened to today is Twink's Awakening, of which the second episode is now released, where they finished talking about Skyward Sword. I really want more of that podcast. It's very, very good. Give it a listen.
Yes. Listen to I was going to say Wow Cool Robot, but we already talked about that one. Listen to Sonic Shuffle. Listen to Video Game the Movie the Podcast. Listen to Prime Cuts about Transformers. Listen to Jurgen It, I guess, if you really want to. I don't generally advise people do that, but people continue to be like, I'm listening to Jurgen It.
Watch Secret Life of the American Teenager.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Lots of great shows, lots of great options. Give them a listen. 0 to 0, personal recommendation with Sam, Fal, and Giga. Love that one.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one. They started talking about Birds of Prey.
They did.
Seems fun.
Let's wrap this up. Thank you all once again for listening. We will see you next week with the second part of Chapter 10, Unfinished Business. And
we're gonna finish this unfinished business.
We're gonna finish the business, and we're gonna fight Funny Kazuma. You'll love it.
Yay!
We'll see you next week. And
until next time.
I forgot what we said for a second. I was just like, have a great week. have fun. Please
have a good day.
Be safe. Wear your helmet. And as always, Kiwami
means extreme.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
人で汚れた街でさえも花咲きでも花